That's right, your boy is back, and the most degenerate stream on all of Twitch is back. I've been gone for 2 weeks doing vacation things, but now Sam is back, which means the news is back. Your best place to get the news is now back. So without further ado, let's jump right in. We got some WoW Weekly stuff to go over here. Missa Pandaria went live yesterday, so if you're a fat furry and this is your thing, go ahead and jump right in. Be the panda you've always wanted to be once again. Doing it Missa Pandaria classic style. You can do that in the real game right now. But yeah, maybe you want to go back and do it the old way. Save the date. August 19th, we will get the midnight reveal. I saw this when I was gone. Fantastic news. We're going to get the new cinematic, all the new shit about midnight. Basically, the official expansion announcement. We didn't get that previously, so we're going to get that now. Good stuff to see. I'm probably going to do some kind of event on this day, a watching-a-thon maybe. Who knows? We'll see. Nothing planned and solidified as of yet, but I'm planning on maybe doing something. Last chance to get your War Within Season 2 achievements and rewards. That's right. Season 2 is coming to an end on August 12th. Now, that not excites you, but what's exciting about that is that means the next patch is just around the corner. I mean, I would tag it for a mid-August to late August release. We've been jumping from season to season pretty quickly lately. That lull between the seasons really hasn't been happening. So if this season ends on August 12th, I mean, I would expect this. It's all but guaranteed 11.2 is dropping in August at this point. We don't have a release date yet, right? So, no official release date was dropped while I was gone, so I don't think we have an actual date yet, but this is basically a big hint at what the date's going to be. Next patch, August 5th. August 5th? How is the Season 3 ending on August 12th? We're having an overlap? Oh my god. So August 5th, 11.2. When was that announced? Jesus, I'm out of the fucking cycle. Anyways, okay, there you go. You heard it here first. August 5th, 11.2. Winds of Mysterious Fortune event is now live. We already knew that. July 15th to August 12th, which means we got one more week of Winds of Mysterious Fortune. I'm going to give you a few pointers here on how you can spend this final week of Winds of Mysterious Fortune to get the best of the best. Yeah, you heard it here first because nobody gets their news from anywhere but here. That's why I said that, right? So yeah, selfly conceded here. This is where people are going to hear it first. Finally, Zones and Dungeons of Koresh, we know this is coming. And get your 6-month sub in. If you got a lot of money to burn, you want to burn 6 months worth of sub money, you can get yourself this Gator Boy mount, which is actually one of the cooler looking variations of this mount I've seen in quite a while. It's the Gargoyle skeleton, obviously. You've got a Gator Boy version of it now, so that's pretty cool. And get a little pet for WoW Classic. Not a bad way to spend your money if you don't have other things to spend it on, I guess. And then limited time Tropical Wave Week. You can go ahead and get yourself some shit off the WoW store. Again, burn your money while you're at it. Observe drop rates. So here we go. I'm going to get into this real quick. We basically have the Winds of Mysterious Fortune event. You know, people have been up in the air about it. I'm not getting mounts, so this event sucks. You're getting mounts, so this event's good for you. We got the final results of the Winds of Mysterious Fortune and the best way to spend your final week here in this event as it comes to a close. So here we go. Looking at the final numbers. I will start with Vanilla WoW. The Karaji mount, drop rate 0.84%. Jesus, this thing was so low already. What the hell? So 0.84%, this is with the buff, so this thing is still crazy rare. Death Charger's Reigns, 4.68%. We got a bunch of Burning Crusade mounts. Let's see, Ashes of Alar, 5.89%. It's been a pretty decent drop rate compared to what it usually is. Wrath of the Lich King mounts, let's look real quick at the one everyone wants. Invincible Reigns, 5.62%. I haven't gotten it. I was gone for 2 weeks. Obviously, the way my life works is it's written, right? It's in runes inscribed on my just above my ass that I will never get invincible. So of course I was gone for 2 weeks during this event. This was planned vacation months ago, and then Blizzard drops this shit while I'm gone. So invincible, I don't have it yet. Better drop rate than usual. I don't know. A lot of people still probably don't have it, but yeah. No, it's not. It drops off trash. The red one? Yeah, I don't know what to say about it. For other drop rates, we got Cataclysm, the Experiment B12, 4.18%, Smoldering Egg, 4.73%. What else is good here? Swift Zolian Panther, 17.55%. That's not bad at all. That's a pretty good drop rate right there. Missa Pandaria, we got Reigns of the Astral Cloud Serpent, 5.8%. So, I mean, you're looking at basically around 5% for a lot of these super rare mounts. Warlords of Draenor, the Aryan Hoof's Destroyer, 4.25%, and the Fell Steel Annihilator, 5.28%. Looking at Legion here, Midnight Eternal Reigns, the one that I've been trying to get from Legion, 5% basically. So I got to go do it maybe a couple times this last week here. We'll see. I can only do it once a week, so what am I saying? Just one time. Battle for Azeroth, what are we looking at? Glacial Tidestorm, 4.66%, not bad. And then finally here, Shadowlands. Yeah, go back to Shadowlands for a little bit of PTSD. Sanctum Gloom's Charger, 2.23%. That's still pretty low. Anyway, so looking at these things, what does it mean, right? What does it all mean? Well, you got about a 5% drop rate on some of these really rare mounts, but how are you going to spend your final week? Maybe you haven't been getting a lot of good shit. Maybe you haven't got anything out of this mount, this whole event. Well, the best way probably to spend it is on your daily drop rates, okay? Because a lot of these mounts, you can only hit them once a week. So the best way to spend this final week is to ensure that you maybe get something out of it. And to do that, you want to go for the mounts that drop on a daily basis rather than a weekly basis. This is a list right here of the ones you can get on a daily basis, grind them out in this final week, and maybe you'll be able to pull something meaningful out of this event. Here we go. For these mounts, we got the Reigns of the Raven Lord. Reigns of the Raven Lord drops off of Anzu, and it's a heroic boss off of Sethic Halls. Give yourself a shot at the Birdie Boy mount. I always thought this was a cool mount. The day it came out, I still remember seeing people riding this thing around. This is a badass looking mount. So go for it, try to get it. We have Swift White Hawkstrider off of Kael'thas Sunstrider, Magister's Terrace. A white version of the Hawky Boy mounts. Never been one to like these mounts that much, but you can go for it. Reigns of the Blue Proto Drake. Always love Proto Drakes for sure. Wrath of the Lich King. Can occasionally drop off of Scatty the Ruthless and Heroic Utgrad Pinnacles. So go ahead and get yourself a blue boy here. Not a bad looking Proto Drake. Then we got the Armored Razashi Raptor. The Swift Razashi Raptor and the Armored Razashi Raptor can be looted off of the Bloodlord Mandokrir in ZG. Again, the Raptor mounts, another great one that I remember from the past. All these armored ones. This was one, by the way, that if you were on the Alliance, you had to have it. It was one of the few Raptors you can get in the game. So still a cool one. Call back to that one. The Swift Zulian Panther. Opposite for the Horde here. If you were a Horde player, this is one of the few Swift Sabers you could get in the game. This one can is a replacement for the Swift Zulian Tiger, which used to drop off the High Priest Thekal. The new version of the instance, it drops off a High Priestess Killanara. So go ahead and get yourself a little Saber boy there. Man, these things have not aged that well, I'll be honest. Some of these polygons need to be updated. So we also have here, finally, the Cartel Masters Gear Glider. This one's annoying because you have to solo. That's kind of funny. From Tazavesh in the Veiled Market. Technically soloable, but annoying as shit because you got a DPS through the entire shield. But yeah, it's a disc mount. I've never been a big fan of the disc mounts. I remember when mages got these as their what's it called? A class mount. Disappointing as shit for them. But anyways, yeah, get a disc mount if you want it. Glyphs will be coming back in 11.2. Let's get in a little bit of 11.2 stuff here. By the way, Sam, I went and got all the mounts you were after, then did Mythic and Taurus and got your Scythe. Thanks, Clarmidia. I appreciate that. That soul-crushing information was really needed right now. We got Glyphs coming back in Koresh, so you like flying around collecting Glyphs, you're going to be able to do it once again and probably get a cool little achievement out of it. There you go. Turn everyone into ethereals. Some cool toys coming in 11.2. One of them of which is called the Overturned Koreshi Goggles. This will turn everybody into ethereals around you, I think for like 10 minutes or something. So if you want to pretend that Blizzard did the right thing and actually made ethereals playable, you'll be able to do that here in the patch with this little goggle toy. Yeah, 10 minutes of pretending that ethereals are now playable. The guise of the phase diver. This thing will make you look like you're a phase diver again. This is that whole new phase you got coming in 11.2. We got the Koresh supply crate coming with a bunch of little toys here. Yeah, some cool little stuff. We've seen the supply crates before. The broker supply crate also giving you a couple little toys here that you'll be able to get. Some of these create some cool animations. I'm going to be honest. Some of these are kind of cool. And then finally, a really cool one here, the Ethereal Stall. This toy summons an Ethereal Stall for 15 minutes. Yeah, pretend like you're a transmogger for a little bit. This is pretty cool. No luck with anything else. Yeah, I haven't had any luck in this event either, but I missed 2 weeks of it, to be fair. Here we go, 11.2 class tuning. I've seen this. I'll look through some of these notes. Basically, a lot of the healers are getting nerfed a little bit, but we're seeing Holy Paladin get buffed out the ass. Nice to see for them. Yeah, they're getting buffed. They're getting a lot of love. Holy Paladin's been a little bit behind other healers, but I'll be honest, any healing reductions right now to me seem absolutely destructive to the game. Healing has been tough. Tanking has been tough. And to reduce healing in any way, shape, or form right now seems to be the wrong play if you're taking my opinion on this. But Blizzard seems to be reducing healing for most of the classes. The only one who's really getting buffed here is Holy Paladin. I could look through some of these. Yeah, Lava Damage Burst. Yeah, some increases here. But overall, I just don't see anything good coming out of this other than the Holy Paladin buffs. Mage Tower appearances won't be obtainable in Legion Remix. Interesting, but I like this. I'll be honest, I don't like the give everybody everything mantra. I don't mind people getting things like this mount event. Sure, everyone can go get their mounts. You still got to run out there, try to get it. It's got a better drop rate. That's fine. But some of these limited time events, like the Mage Tower, need to remain limited time, in my opinion. Amras, Jesus, thank you so much for that. 22
Jesus, you
months.
Have to sub theses. Ads are ducking ridiculous.
Yeah, ads are bad, but I just let Twitch do its thing. I don't know when the fuck they're running, to be honest with you. But anyways, I'm happy they're doing this. I'm happy they made a limited time item, basically keeping it limited time. Anybody who did the Mage Tower back in Legion really pushed to get it done, to get the transmogs, because it was supposed to be your one shot to get them. And if they made them available again now in Legion Remix, I think it would have kind of diminished that a little bit. So I'm glad that we're not seeing this come back. Now, I do hope they give us some different colorway, maybe, a different appearance to some of this stuff. That might be what these patch notes say. I didn't read through them all. But overall, keeping the limited time shit limited time, right? That's what we want to see. That makes those items that much more valuable. And also, when they bring limited time events in the future, we can trust that if we do it, our time would have been valued because it in fact remained limited time. So that's good to see. Finally, the last thing here, China doing China things, right? China did a giant 20th anniversary celebration for WoW with a massive freaking drone show. Look at this thing. Look at this. It's freaking cool. It's freaking Deathwing drone show. Illidan. We got Xalatat's dagger. Oh, where's the feet, though? They didn't do the feet? That's a miss. Panda. Nice. Oh, that was cool. That was cool. Yeah, the only really cool use for drones, right? Yeah, this was cool. 20th anniversary for WoW. A nice little drone show there. This was pretty darn cool. That is it in terms of news. We're back to our regular rotation now, so I'll be back every day going through the news, doing the things we do. If you missed anything or you want to see the articles, they should be down below. Peace!